Last two topic. First two topic is the hypothesis, result score, and result testing. So let's proceed. So this is the main thing in statistical process your data sets. So whatever data will result from many applications, for example, hospital or banking or railway resolution requests, whatever you will see. Okay? First you can compile and based on your name wise or date wise or cost wise. So maximum the companies are based on cost wise. How much profit from last month, this month or next month. Okay? Based on that you take some decision in things. Okay? So second thing is the effort part. One of the examples we do is testing. First thing parametric test, second thing non-parametric test. So parametric how many samples are received? For example, hospital management. So patient, inpatient data are official. How much? How many samples are received? Just think. Second thing, going to type of analysis. Which what type of analysis? Going to use now. So next one, do you know variance and analyze the difference? Here, suppose if yes now, going to result is no difference. After that, if we know two group of t-test, otherwise when you go to your R t-test, that is combine your data. Combine your data means your name as well as cost. Otherwise, cost I have one. So take any two variants. For example, patient data. Based on patient data. Next one, type of analysis. For example, difference and correlation. If yes or no, going to t-test, or you know or not, going to group of t-test. If yes or no, twice you can take your t-test. So t-test there is no problem. It means, for example, you have variance of values. For example, minus 1.962 plus 1.96. Sometimes you can take examples and analyze whether it is okay. Another example, take malaria. Malaria, the patient is affected in malaria or any other disease. We have 0.1 reference value and analyze this is coming and verify. So whether it is low or not, there is no problem. Common point. For example, 92, 120 now, there is no problem. If you are not affected. More than 120 you are affected in your business. So you can take a precaution about your sleep condition. This is a way to analyze how these days. If yes now, taxes, otherwise you must take to report meetings. Okay. Secondly, there is a percent correlation coefficient. After that, you choose does your data flow normal distribution. If yes or no, you can continue. Otherwise, no. Go to non-parametric test. Non-parametric always sums of 0. And if yes or no, you take up always the same condition. And I will sample pair. If yes or no, you can continue. No, take one sample and run test and go single move test, choice point test, and map with test. Now, this type of tests are available. Choose them. Okay. For example, that means minus 1.962 plus 1.962. Whatever data you give now, affected now, the no problem. Affected now, you take a test. Otherwise, no. Okay. So this is hypothesis testing. So result test, the value result test for the x bar minus u0 and plus over by root of r. So h of hypothesis 0, mu equal to 75 and h1 of mu not equal to 75. We have two type of process. If yes na, you can take something. If no na, you will take another thing. Okay. For example, 0 na, what is the reason? 1 na, what is the reason? It will give your reason. Okay. For example, another example, we will take your marks sheet less than 60, whatever. More than 60, whatever. Okay. So after that, you have minus 1.962 plus 1.96. So after condition, you obtain. Suppose you obtain total value of 98% can be obtained. Otherwise, less than what is the reason? We give proper reasons. Or we will give something action taken above that. Okay. So hypothesis testing is a statistical method for making influence above population parameter using sample data, typically by comparing or calculate the test statistics with critical value to accept, reject, or null hypothesis. So once the accept or reject. Okay, if you accept now, no problem. If not accept now, you can give some proper reasons about it. So this is what is result test. The result test differential tool determines the difference between sample means and population mean is statistically significant is operate under the assumption. So whatever data you have received, we will take assumption. Assumption that the data follows the normal distribution and population variance is known as result test. The result test portfolio x bar minus mu divided by sigma divided by root of r. The value is the formula for result test. Once your data available, find out first bar and mu value is given and sigma value is given, root of n number of samples are received. Just calculate and from calculate your process. So result score formula. This is a raw score and mean and standard deviation of sigma. Another x means sample curve. So whatever result is sample. And mu mean of population. How many numbers are available? For example, we take 24 members. So I only received 17 samples. And standard deviation of population sigma. So you can take the value and substitute the execute the answer. So the answer is based on minus 1.962 plus 1.67. Verify பண்ணிட்டு we will give a percentage. If you accept, not accept, then this. This is a problem statement. Let us understand the help example. The average family's income 200K with the standard deviation by 8. The average family's annual income is Delhi is 300K. So is it good? For Delhi will be x bar minus mu by sigma. 300 minus 200, 100 divided by 5. The overall value is this one. The same type of result is one sample test. So problem one sample test. Type of is one sample test, two sample tests available. We have two type of process. So one sample test portfolio is determined to be single sample in significantly different from population mean. Suppose whatever value we have only one value is available, we will take how many people available. Then take the value. The population standard deviation is known. Sample size large, usually n greater than 30. So data approximately normally is distributed. Suppose less than 30, then what is the distribution? You can analyze. N value, for example, 40 greater than 30 accepted, but 20 greater than 30 is not accepted. Okay, you can verify your value. If any changes are available now, you can modify your value. Okay, these values are maximum assumption, but condition is a condition and there is not 30. Okay, whether it is affected normal distribution or unnormal distribution. So this is a state hypothesis one sample is for mu 0 mu yes not so p equal to p would be not and p less less than of P. So what is the condition? To analyze 1, 2, 3. So find standard test Z-based statistics. Z equal to mu bar equal to mu dash minus mu divided by root of P 1 minus P divided by M. The formula substitute to analyze your value. Suppose I have received 100 value from now. What is my 100 value of n is 100 value and minus பண்ணி அதோட மல்டிப்ளை அப்படினா அந்த வேல்யூ இருந்துச்சுனா அந்த ஓவரால் வேல்யூ சம்மேஷன் பண்ணினா that is the value. In substitute you can complete your process and compare this one. To find the p value, suppose p less than of p and p greater than of p. Suppose substitute mu na mu less than of p or mu greater than of p, mu not equal to p. So you can find out what is the answer. The vector finding you can write your answer based on the problem. So another example. So suppose company client new smartphones average battery life 12 hours. The consumer bought 1000 phones and find the average battery life is 11.8 hours. No, the hypothesis can be defined. H0 mu equal to 12. It's H1 mu not equal to 12. So calculate the result score, substitute your value, and that x equal to 11.8 and mu equal to plus sigma 0.5 and here 100. You can substitute value and deviation you can compare. So compare to analyze the compare value 4 greater than 1.96. Whether you have reject or accept. Okay? Whether what is the value? Our value minus 1.962 plus 1.96. But what is the result? What is the value? Result plus 4. What is the condition? Rejected. Okay? So this is a statement about the particular process. So this is a using of Python programming. I implemented this one and show the example. Program wise, I implemented this one. So this is result statistics and key value. Result is nullified hypothesis because of average value is different from 12 hours. So this is my activity. So same problem statement. So we have analyzed substitute the formula whether you have reject or not to define your process. So hypothesis testing is used to collect the data, analyze the population of parameter using sample data, draw the graph, store the data, if anyone.
Population parameter using sample data.
Sample data. Answer is B. Okay. Good. Second, the statement that assume no defects or no defect is called. First one is alternative hypothesis. Second, research hypothesis. Null hypothesis. Fourth one, statistical hypothesis. Which one is the correct answer? Okay. So this is mind map. Easily understanding for hypothesis testing and what is the result test and what is the step procedure. First step procedure, find out or state the hypothesis. Mu equal, what is the value? Mu not equal, what is the value? Second, set up significant level. For example, alpha. For example, minus 1 to minus 1.962 plus 1.96. Otherwise, you have to take some of assumption. For example, minus 0.52 plus 0.5. You can assumption. Okay. Maximum value. The data will come from S.C. Gupta Kapoor. Probability statistics do minus 1.962 plus 1.6. But you can analyze. Suppose you have example assumption now. Then minus 1 to plus 1 to you have to take it. Okay. This is the calculation of result statistics and find the critical value. Make a decision whether reject or accept. So this is the process of rejection of HO. Rejection of HO we accept because of less than of 1.0 plus greater than of 0 can accept. This is my first course. Thank you. From